Welcome all my dear students to Sudharma's Physics Classroom. We are discussing the chapter Force and Pressure from CBSE Grade 8. In the previous classes, we have already discussed the NCERT text back exercises and NCERT exemplar questions, multiple choice questions. Today we are going to discuss the NCERT exemplar questions itself, but the short answer questions. So those who have not seen the previous classes, I will be giving you the link of those classes in the description box. So let's move on to the questions. These are the short answer questions. That means 1 mark answers from NCERT exemplar questions. So the first question is, a chapati maker is a machine which converts balls of dough into chapatis. What effect of force comes into play in this process? So what effect of force, what is going to happen when you apply a force on this chapati maker and make it into chapatis, making the dough into chapatis? So we know that when we apply a force here, the dough which is spherical in shape, we are making that into a circular shape, right? So we are making that into the chapati. So the force changes the shape of the dough. That is the answer here. Next question, look at the figure. The figure shows a man with a parachute. Name the force which is responsible for his downward motion. Will he come down with the same speed without the parachute? So this person is coming down with the parachute. So what is the force which is responsible for his downward motion? So there is no doubt, all of you know the answer, it's the force of gravity. So suppose this person come down with the same, if he is coming without the parachute, whether this person will come down with the same speed or not, that is what is the next question. So definitely if the parachute is not there, then he will be moving with greater speed. It's not with the same speed, but he will be moving faster than the previous case. Next question. Two persons are applying forces on two opposite sides of a moving cart. The cart still moves with the same speed in the same direction. What do you infer about the magnitudes and the forces on and the direction of the forces applied? What do you infer about the magnitudes and direction of the forces applied? So there are two forces acting on a cart which is already moving. Say this cart is already moving in a particular direction. Okay, so two persons are applying forces on two opposite sides of a moving cart. So some amount of force is applied on opposite sides of this moving cart. So this is the direction in which this cart is moving. Suppose that is the direction in which the cart is moving. So these people are coming and applying forces on opposite directions of this moving cart. Try to visualize the situation. The cart still moves with the same speed in the same direction. When they say that the cart still moves in the same direction with the same speed, that means the effect of force, let's say F1 and F2 applied on this force. So there is no effect of this force, or there is no resultant of this force, or there is no effect of this force acting on this cart. That is the reason it is moving with the same speed in the same direction. Think what happens if one of the forces has greater magnitude. So in that case, definitely the direction of motion or maybe the speed of the cart will change according to the amount of force we are applying. So in this case we can say this F1 is equal to F2. So both the forces are of equal magnitude and applied in the opposite direction. That is why the moving cart which was moving with a particular speed, it still continues in the same speed even after the application of the force. Next question. Two thermocol balls held close to each other move away from each other. When they are released, name the force which might be responsible for this phenomenon. Explain. So two thermocol balls held close to each other move away from each other when they are released. Then name the force which might be responsible for this phenomenon. So definitely when two thermocol balls are held close to each other and when they are released, what happens? They will be moving away from each other, they will be repelled from each other. So the repulsion is because of electrostatic force. So why electrostatic force of repulsion in this case? See, they have taken two thermocol balls, that means they are of same charges, and we know that similar charges will be repelling each other. So they move away due to the repulsion between the similar charges, or like charges will repel each other. That is the answer for this question. Next question. Fruits detached from a tree fall down due to force of gravity. We know that a force arises due to interaction between two objects. Name the objects interacting in this case. Fruits detached from a tree fall down due to force of gravity. We know that a force arises due to interaction between two objects. Name the objects interacting in this case. So definitely in this example, we know that the fruit is getting attracted towards the earth because of the gravitational force, and at the same time the earth is also getting attracted towards the fruit, but it is not much visible because the mass of the earth and the size of the earth is much bigger than or higher than the size and mass of the fruit. Okay, so understand that is a mutual force, but the attraction of the fruit, attraction of the earth towards the fruit, that is not visible because of the huge size of the earth. Okay, so but our question is, name the objects interacting in this case. So definitely the objects interacting in this case are the earth and the fruits. Next question. A man pushing a cart down a slope. Try to visualize when you read the question. A man pushing a cart down a slope. Suddenly the cart starts moving faster and he wants to slow it down. What should he do? So there is a cart moving downward, right? So a cart, this person is pushing a cart down a slope. So this cart is moving downward. Suddenly the cart starts moving faster. He wants to slow it down. So what can be done in that case? So if he applies a force which tried to pull it in this direction, right, we can slow down that movement of the cart. So he should apply a force to pull the cart up the slope. So he will be applying a force in the upward direction along the slope, so that he can reduce the speed of that moving cart. Hope you understood it. And the last question for today. Figure shows a car sticking to an electromagnet. Name the forces acting on the car. Which one of them is larger? Look at the figure. So a crane is seen there, and that is it is just taking a car with the help of an electromagnet. Name the forces acting on the car. So when the car is sticking to that electromagnet, definitely there is a magnetic force, right? There is a magnetic force, and that magnetic force is trying to lift the car in the upward direction, and definitely there will be a gravitational force also, right? Gravitational force or force of gravity, or the weight of the car which is acting downward. But in that diagram you can see that the car is still, it stays above the surface of the earth, right? So they're asking, name the forces acting on the car. So the forces acting on the car are the magnetic force which is in the upward direction, and the gravitational force or the weight of the object in the downward direction. And the next question is, which one of them is larger? Definitely when the object, as long as the object stays above the surface of the earth with the help of that magnet, the magnetic force is dominating there. So we can clearly say that magnetic force is larger than the force of gravity in this case. So hope you understood all the questions we discussed today, and in the next class we will be discussing the long answer questions of the chapter Force and Pressure, and those questions are from NCERT exemplar questions. Don't miss the classes. Keep watching. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for more classes and more updates. Thank you for watching. See you in the next class. Bye.